The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how...
Taking it right down Broadway.
They are not ready for
all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this underneath to Michel. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you get all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And the tackle there by Chris Barnes. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Hines. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Matt Judon in there to drop him for a loss on the play. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what?
That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when I see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver Hill. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy. And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make. Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. What makes a draw play like that successful? Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass. This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sonny Michel with his 16th touchdown of the year, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half. And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us what... The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
They're going to be able to
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So we reach halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Aguilar.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Another carry for Michel on 2nd down.
Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 6th touch. Down of the season, and the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now Michelle. And Michelle will have the first down and more. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Patriots will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take us. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Well, they work this out past the 25. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, Michelle. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kyle Van Noy able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now. Mahomes to Michelle on the screen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
142 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Michelle.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Michelle again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Pats stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously give the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Another carry for Michel on 2nd down.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. New England on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off the draw, here's Michel. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's out to his running back, Michel.
And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on it.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. Wilson will throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully